Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys how to clear the cached files on your iOS 26.4 device. Now all these tips and tricks that I will show you guys in this video all will work on the latest iOS update and of course on all their iOS versions as well, and you will get plenty of free storage on your iPhone and of course speed up your iPhone by clearing the cached files on your device. Now before we get into all that, I just want to ask you guys for a really quick favor. Most of you guys who watch my videos are currently not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now the first thing you can do is very simple, and I suggest you do this regularly, at least once per week. Just do a reboot of your iPhone. Now when you go to your iPhone settings and you go under general, if you go to the iPhone storage, you will notice that right here at the bottom you actually have something called a system data, and then that basically will pile up with time, and sometimes it gets really high. As you can see right now, it's about 18 gigabytes. That's actually quite a lot, but just a simple reboot of your device will actually remove quite a lot of those right there, so it will probably go like down for 2 or 3 gigs. So the best way to do it, volume up, volume down, press and hold the side button here until the iPhone just goes completely dark, and then you see the Apple logo. Once it's rebooted, go ahead and check the size of that section right there. And now the iPhone has rebooted and we are back there, and you can see now it's at 16.4. So we have there 1.5 gigabytes that actually went down. And you can see right here it changes, of course. Once the iPhone is rebooted, you will notice there some like changes on that section. The first few minutes, you can see it went down even more now. So that's the easiest way to clear cached files of your device and free up a ton of storage. Now the next thing you can do is of course clear data from Safari. There won't be just the history of websites that you have visited. There will be a ton of data that different websites will store on your device, and with time that can pile up and go over like gigabytes, not just megabytes of storage, but actual gigabytes of storage. So just search for Safari here. And once you go to Safari here under apps, of course, you will have here a section to just go ahead and clear the history and website data as well. That way you clear the history, but also the data of the websites that actually have been saved on your device locally. Next up, we're moving here under Spotify, but I'm just taking this as an example because there are a ton of apps that actually have this feature, and I think it's an amazing feature and every third-party app must have. So the ability to actually clear the cached files. Spotify has that option. TikTok has the same option. Also, Snapchat has that option. So if we go here under Spotify and we go to settings, you will have here data saving and offline. If you go under this section right here, scroll down, it will show you the storage breakdown. So you will have here other apps, then you will have Spotify downloads. It shows how much you have downloaded on your device, and then right here it shows Spotify cache. You can see in this case for my device is over 8 gigabytes, and then we have here the option to clear the cache. That's just amazing, and it says free up space by clearing your data. Your downloads won't be removed. So you're clearing your cached files, but at the same time you're keeping your downloads. That's just amazing. So this feature will basically should actually be just a part of every app, the ability to just hit a button and just clear the cached files. That's super cool. Now the next thing we're talking about here are social media apps. So these apps will tend to just pile up a ton of data. So if we go here into the general settings and we go to iPhone storage, you will notice that the apps right here, you can see all the social media apps actually just take up a ton of space because they have, of course, a ton of media downloading, keeping them saved into the cache section. It's actually crazy how big these apps can actually get. You can see right here, Snapchat over 4 gigabytes, and actually it's just 346 megabytes for the app. but the other are documents and data. The same here for Facebook. In this case, you can see 400 megabytes the app, over to almost 3 gigabytes of data. Now, what you can do in this case, if you're just running out of storage on your iPhone, what I would do, just delete the app completely. In this case, I can delete Facebook. I will gain back over 2 gigabytes on my device. I can just reinstall the app immediately, and I know with time this will pile up again and will basically come again to this size, but that will take a few months to actually come to this size. So in the meantime, I will have plenty of free storage on my device. Now, the other thing you can do is just go ahead and offload the apps that you don't use. You actually have a ton of apps on your device, and probably a ton of them that you actually never or very rarely use. Now, Apple has added this amazing feature to iOS where you can enable offload unused apps. That way, apps that have not been used for a really long time will be removed from the device. But whenever you need them, you simply click on the app, the icon is still there, and it reinstalls on the device. And of course, you get everything back. It's actually super cool. You go to the App Store section right here, and then just find Offload Unused Apps right here. It says that it automatically removes unused apps, but keeps all the documents and data. Reinstalling the app will place back your data if the app is still available, of course, on the App Store. So enable this, and everything that you actually don't use for a really long time is just removed automatically from your device. So that's basically it for this video, guys. This is how you can clear the cached files from your iPhone. Now, of course, doing this will have a ton of benefits. First of all, of course, you get a ton of free storage on your iPhone, and this will be great, especially if you have an iPhone with lower capacity when it comes to storage. The other thing is that, of course, it will speed up the device by removing all the junk files, especially from your browsers. And I showed you guys how to do that in Safari, but if you use like a third-party browser like Chrome or whatever else you use, every one of these apps will have an option to clear the website data, and of course speed up your browser way more. So this is just amazing what you can do, especially with the apps that do offer you an option to clear only the cached files. Otherwise, use the offloading method, or for apps that you don't need anymore, make sure you completely delete them from your device because they just take up space and of course slow down your device. So that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, hit the subscribe button and of course leave a like on the video, and I will see you guys on the next one.